Hello and welcome. My name is Thomas Mack, and this is Meditate with a Vampire, Part 2, Into His Lair. I got some good feedback on the Part 1, so I thought, let's take this a step further and see how it goes. So I hope you enjoy this little inner journey into the world of the vampire. Now I hope you are sitting or lying down in a comfortable place. You're wearing headphones and you won't be disturbed for about 20 minutes, maybe 25. And if you're ready, we can begin. So please close your eyes and begin to turn your attention inwards. Just putting aside whatever worries or cares for the day you have, whatever your recurring thoughts are, you can just put them in a little box behind you and close the lid. You're more than welcome to come back to those thoughts and those worries and those cares anytime you like in the future. But right now, I would like you just to focus on the sound of my voice and allow me to guide you within yourself. Just focus on my voice right between your ears and your mind. Listen to the words and follow the images. And breathe in and breathe out. And put your attention on your forehead and the muscles in your forehead and the muscles around your eyes. And just allow the loving attention of your focus to let your muscles just naturally relax, just naturally release as you put your attention on them. And just put your attention on your cheeks and your lips and your jaw. And with each moment, they just naturally relax, just naturally release. Just feel your jaw relaxed, feeling good. And move your loving attention to your neck and your shoulders. And allow it just to let go, just to sink into yourself. Sink into the bed if you're lying on one. Just relax and let go and allow your body to naturally rest. Rest in its natural perfection, its natural bliss. And put your attention on your chest, the muscles around your chest, around your heart. And just breathe in and allow them to naturally relax, to naturally open up. Put your attention on your stomach, letting it, feeling warmer, heavier, just opening, releasing, relaxing. Your lower back, just letting go, letting the muscles naturally open, filling with the love of your attention. And your hips, just letting it all open up. Your legs, your knees, your calves, your ankles, the soles of your feet, toes. Just let it all release to their natural state of openness, suppleness, and relaxed. And breathe in and breathe out. And with each breath in you take, you just feel more relaxed, more at peace, more open. Just feels so good to be alive, to be here in this moment, to be breathing in this air. Every second is perfect right now. You are exactly where you should be. You're doing exactly as you should, perfectly. And breathe in and breathe out. And I want you to look in to yourself and see or imagine a white light going up your central channel, that is your spinal cord, right in the middle of your back, right at the center of your body, going up and down, starting at your tailbone, your root chakra. This light, pillar of light, going up to your top of your head, the crown chakra. And just visualize this pillar of light in your mind. And if you're having trouble visualizing it, just pretend you can see it. And feel into it, this pulsating pillar of beautiful white light. And with each breath you take, the central channel slightly expands. And with each exhale, it slightly contracts. And breathe in and breathe out. And just feel into that life force pulsating in the center of you. See that white, pulsating, beautiful pillar of light running through the center of your body, the center of your life, bringing life to you, pulsating with life. It just feels so good. And then breathe in and breathe out. Now I want you to imagine, picture a window in front of you. And you're going to go up to the window and you're going to look out. And out of the window, you see a beautiful, starry night sky. You see all the constellations, and you see a big moon right up there in the sky, a full moon shining down, providing light over the scene. And in the moonlight, you see trees and forests and large mountains in the distance. It looks like you are deep in the countryside. In fact, you can see no other signs of civilization, no signs of humans of any kind. Just a perfectly peaceful night, very quiet, with this giant, bright full moon up in the sky. And you turn around to look at the room that you are in, and you see you are in a bedroom. Beautiful, comfortable, with a big fireplace, a roaring fireplace in the corner, and candles around, and a big 4-poster bed with curtains, and a large, beautiful rug in the center of the room, and a few chairs around. And you look down and you see you're wearing a beautiful silk sleeping gown and no shoes. And you walk over to the fire and feel the warmth on your hands. And you look at the sparks and hear the crackle of the fire. You put your hands out and it feels so warm and nice, because the walls of this room are made of stone, and the floor is stone too. And it's a little bit cool to the touch, but you feel warm by the fire. And while you're standing there warming, you hear a knock at the door, a large wooden door. And you go over and you open it up, and standing before you is a servant in the house's livery, about the same height as you, very clean, looks very professional. And he says, "My lady, dinner is ready. The master would like your company." And with that, he gives you a little bow and turns around and goes down the spiral staircase, leaving a little gust of chilly air to come into your warm room. So you close the door and you change into something a little more fitting for dinner with the master of the house. And you put on a beautiful dress, and you put on some beautiful shoes that perfectly match, and the colors suit you perfectly. You feel radiant. And you go to the mirror and you arrange yourself just so. And when you look absolutely to die for, you go out and open the door and begin to walk down the spiral staircase. The sound of your shoes echoing off the stone walls. As you go down, you see the bright light coming from the dining room, the flickering light of the fires and the candles. And you enter the dining room. It's beautiful, full of light, sparkling. You smell the food and see a huge long table filled with all your favorite food, perfectly cooked by the house chef. And it just smells so good. You feel the fire and the warmth. and it's making you hungry. And you walk over to the table, but no one else is here yet. So you sit down at the table, and almost immediately the same servant comes in and says, "Apologies, my lady. The master has been detained by work for a moment. It'll just be a few minutes. Please, enjoy. Begin." And you look at the delicious food, and you have a drink, and you try a taste of some of your favorite food, and you just feel that taste in your mouth, and it's perfectly cooked, of course, and it just feels so perfect in the moment. And with each sip of the drink and bite of the food, you feel more relaxed and at ease, just more comfortable and opening and surrendering to the moment. When behind you hear a door open and some heavy feet, and you turn your head and you see the vampire from before. And he's dressed impeccably in a suit, but with no tie, and the top few buttons of his shirt are undone. "I'm so sorry for being late. Please do accept my apologies." And he sits down at the table, and he begins looking into your eyes as you have another sip of your drink and maybe another bite. But of course, he's not eating anything yet. And he takes your hand and he asks you, "Would you like to go for a ride?" And he leads you outside, but not before finding a beautiful coat for you to wear as to keep you warm. And he puts it over your shoulders like the proper gentleman he is. And you feel so warm, enveloped in this beautiful soft coat. And he takes your hand and he leads you outside. And outside there is a very large, regal-looking horse. Strong, you can see the muscles. A very powerful horse. And almost effortlessly, as if by magic, the vampire just hops right up on top of the back of this giant horse and beckons for you to join him. You're not sure exactly how you're going to get up onto this beast, but the vampire just reaches down and takes your hand, and effortlessly, as if you weigh almost nothing, just lifts you up, and you find yourself sitting right in front of the vampire, holding on to the beautiful neck of this giant horse as the vampire sits right behind you and reaches around you to take hold of the reins. And he makes a little flick, and the horse begins to trot away from the house and further into the deep, deep forest. As you look around, you see the trees go past faster and faster. Everything is bathed in this beautiful blue moonlight of the bright full moon. And the horse picks up speed and it begins running faster, faster. And the vampire holds you more tight, keeping you safe and comfortable on this ride, almost too comfortable, as you run faster and faster through the forest on the back of this beautiful, strong horse. You see the trees go by and you begin climbing up a mountain, and you feel yourself going up and up, deeper and deeper into this forest. So beautiful, so many beautiful trees of all different kinds. And he takes you all the way to the top of this little mountain. And there's a slight breeze on your cheeks, but the warm coat and the closeness of the horse and the vampire is keeping you warm. And you trot up to the top of the mountain, and you look out over the whole land, and you see millions of beautiful stars in the sky, endless trees, rivers, lakes, each lake with a perfect reflection of all the stars and the moon in the sky. You hear some of the crickets, other night animals, and you look out and you just see it's so beautiful, so alive. All the living trees and the stars and everything seems so perfect, so pulsating with beautiful life. Just so much, so big, so peaceful yet infinite. And you feel yourself slowly just dissolving into this perfect moment, into this perfect feeling of complete surrender to the moment. And at that exact moment, you feel a pierce, a prick in your neck, and you surrender to the vampire, dissolving into him, and you both become one. And just as you surrender to the pleasure and just the waves of bliss and enjoyment flowing through your whole body, filling you up, dissolving into eternity. You breathe in and you breathe out. You breathe in the infinite pleasure and breathe out, and you open yourself to this feeling of complete surrender and bliss. And breathe in and breathe out. And you can slowly begin to return back to your normal waking self. Return back to your everyday awareness, your regular body. But knowing that eternity, that bliss, that beauty is always right here. It's always inside of you. It's always available for you. And as you open your eyes and look at the beautiful room you're in, you can take a little piece of that beautiful eternity with you and bring it into your day. Breathe in and breathe out. Thank you for listening to part 2. I hope you enjoyed it, and have a good day.